Colin James, Why'd You Lie to Me? This is a CVT intro guitar solo lesson for Robert. Robert, I'm glad we finally got the right one for you, man. You had a version I was not able to find. I was using the studio version, but they must have cut the intro off on that. His playing's fabulous. A lot of Stevie Ray Vaughan, I'm hearing that type of vibe, and he's got his own thing too. Really super catchy. So let's jump in. The first thing that happens, the tuning is standard. You're going to start on 5th fret G. I'd go 3rd finger probably for this. Slide to 12. As soon as you get there, go to the high E. 8, 8, 11, 8, 11. Then we're going to do a trill. Pick the 8th fret, and then hammer 11, pull off. Let's do a series of them. It's like 4 times. Okay, so you'll have vibrato. That comes in at 2 seconds, by the way. Then the rest with that vibrato. And then 7 seconds in, the next riff. 8, 11 B, 10 G bend. So that gives you this. And then 8, 10, 8 on the G. You'll bend it, hold it, drop it. Then go. Stay there on the 8 on the G. Go 8, 10, bend, release, pull off to 8. And then pick the 8, bend, hold, release. So that's kind of 2 subgroups in my mind, but it's a 7-second timestamp. We have and then end it with 10D, 8G, 10D, slide to 8. I'd go down, up, down. It's not real loud, it's kind of subtle in there. Obviously a lot of reverb on this too. Alright, the next timestamp is 11 seconds in. This is a full-on Stevie Ray type thing, and I love this. I use this a lot in my blues stuff, but you're going to go. Well, let's break it down. On the G string, 8, 10, bend. Then go 8, B and E. So you're going to want, when you get to that high E string, make sure that's an upstroke. After that, we're going to go 11 B, pull off to 8. So you have, on the high E, go 10, and then go 8, pick, hammer 10, pull 8, and then down up 11 B, 8 E. Excuse me. So it's down up 11 8 on the B as well. So you have then go 11 E, quarter step bend. You can't gauge it, you just know that it can't be the half, right? Guitar is set up in half steps. Like that. There's your half step, so it's half that distance. Real common in blues, you know, they're not always half steps, whole steps, 2 steps. Sometimes they're real slight. If it's too tough for you to get that in there, don't bend it at all. But and this is alternate picked, so you're gonna go 11 on your quarter bend, up on 8E, and then down on 8B, and then 10-8 on the E, up down, up on 8B, and then 11-8E to 8B. Like, use that index as a shift. Just shifting it. You don't want it to bleed through, like, you know. You're off the note really quick anyways. Then 11E bend, whole step, then a half step. That's with a bend. Alright, then this flurry. 8E upstroke, it's important. 11-8B down up. experiment with fingering here. And then 11 G, slide to 10, pull off to 8. Cool technique if you can get used to it. And then 10 D. And then go 10 on the G, upstroke, pull off 8, hammer 10. And then half step bend. So. Right, there's a pause there. And then this is the midpoint we're approaching. You're going to go 10, D, and G. I'd go down, down, it's really quick. And then up 8 G. And then down 10 D. And then 8, 9, and 10 on the A string. Make sure you wind up with your middle finger on the 10 A. 9, 10, 11 D, G, and B. It's a G, 7, sharp 9. It's the Hendrix chord. He's just separating it, you know? He's going. If you have a whammy bar, just a little vibrato with it there. That's the midpoint. 20 seconds in. Some of this Riviera Paradise, right? Stevie Ray Vaughan. That's what he reminds me of. 10 D, barred 8th fret on the last 3 strings. So that's our G minor chord. You're going to go. And then go 10, 9, 10, G, B, E. It's a D7 shape. Then same thing, a half step higher, 10, 11, 10, 11. So you have. And then after that, you're going to go, I'd bar this, 8th fret on the G through high E, but go pick finger or fingers. You're going to pluck the G and the high E on the 8 and then drop to the 10 on the high E. Hybrid picking is what that's called. Do the same thing on the 6th fret with the bar, 8th fret for the secondary note. Same thing on the 4th fret. But this time, hammer to the 6th fret high E. So you have. And then 4G, barred 3rd fret B and E. It's just part of it. It's a G major triad. And then you'll whammy down a little, bring it up, and then just vibrato it. You know, my mind keeps going to, you know. You know, I used to know it, Riviera Paradise. Kind of almost modeled after that, yet still his own. 26 seconds in, we're going to do some string mutes on the A and D string as we land it almost like an arpeggio sweep, but landing it on the 8D, or on, that would be on the G, yeah, let me see, let me check it, on the G. So it's, I'm using these fingers to create that, but I'm moving them in time to get pressure on the 8G. And then 10th fret G. Pre-bend the 10th fret, release, pull to 8. So a pre-bend, you gotta bend it a whole step. Make sure it's a G. Release, pull off. So you have, let's do that whole little part. It's a 10D, and then 11B. So you have 10G, bend, and then 8. 10D, 8, 10G, bend. So you have. Oops. Eight on the G, hammer 10, then bend it. And then 8 on the B and E. So you have, and then 11, pull 8 on the B. Okay. Then 8 on the quick rest there. Then you go 8 on the G. 10, slide to 9. No, go 10, 9, slide to 8. Oh. That was real quick. So use the index to do that. So 10D. Okay. Down, up, down, slide. And then end it with 8, 9, 10 on the A. And then this is that sharp 9, right? The G7 sharp 9. 9, 10, 11, D, G, and B. Whammy bar vibrato. So you have. Almost it. I'm gonna end it with top of page 3. 8A, 7D, middle and index. But mute the low E string just by kind of touching it here. It's got like a rake feel. It's like. And then 8, 9, AD. And then 7, 8, 9, DGB. Whammy vibrato. So it's. Alright, Robert, so I know this is one you wanted because you sent me the link. Totally helps. So if we, you know, in the future, just send me the link. I think it'd be easier because just to make sure I'm getting you the parts, Robert, that you're exactly wanting. Usually it's not a problem because it's usually the standard studio version, but I still don't know the story on why. It's showing an album, so maybe the album version had this intro and they cut it off for video. I'm not sure. Anyways, good stuff though, dude. Thanks. Appreciate it, Robert.